This election season has been the most divisive election season in decades. In this age of social media constantly at our fingertips, the election was streaming live for us every single day as we were inundated with the latest scandal from Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, or one of the other many candidates. We were informed of every move the candidates made and kept up to date with the latest sound bites through the late-night pundits, who kept us laughing, but always talking about the election. It's a good thing to be informed, because a democracy cannot function without a well-informed electorate. However, there is a dark side to being constantly plugged into the news cycle. Buried in all the election news were false or over-exaggerated stories that poisoned American voters and muddied the already muddy waters of this election. In this age of modern technology, it is easier than ever to make a false news story look authentic and share it, and it will go viral. To illustrate, I'll give you two examples, one from the left and one from the right. This issue is not unique to any one party or ideology, but it spans the political spectrum, which makes it even more dangerous to this electorate. For example, the political insider claimed that within the emails that caused so much controversy this election was intelligence that Hillary Clinton had sold weapons to ISIS during her tenure as Secretary of State. The source used to support this was a WikiLeaks transcript with Julian Assange, the creator of WikiLeaks. This news story has since been debunked by the CIA and thoroughly denied by Hillary Clinton herself. However, this story was shared 789,000 times. It was the second largest fake news story of this election. The top fake news story of this election was a story on the website called endingthefed.com with 960,000 shares. The subject of this story? Pope Francis's supposed endorsement of Donald Trump for president. Now, this was the only story about Trump that made the top 5 fake news stories, and arguably it didn't do that much damage to Trump's image. But this isn't about Trump's image or Clinton's image. This is about the damage that these fake news stories does to the electorate. It makes a difference to Catholics across the nation, many of whom hold the Pope in such high regard that his pick for president is also their pick for president. It's incredibly misleading when fake news stories look real, sound real, and figuring out that they are false takes time and energy that most voters don't have in their day-to-day lives. Many of these false stories are libelous, hateful, and damaging. The point is really the headline, which can go viral just by itself regardless of the story it contains. According to ABC News, the story that claimed FBI agents suspected in Hillary email leak found dead of apparent murder-suicide is not only a fake news story, but the Denver Guardian, where it was posted, is not a real newspaper. Now that this election is over, I can only hope that this flood of false news will slow to a trickle. But as voters, we must always be mindful of where our news comes from. If a headline looks too salacious to be true, dig deeper. Consider the sources, the tone, the intended audience, and above all, ask yourself, what does this author want from me? What is the response he or she wants to evoke in the hearts and minds of voters? Am I being a responsible reader? I will leave you with these words from Thomas Jefferson. An educated citizenry is a vital requisite for our survival as a free people.